No, it's a serious question because you might not identify.
First it was gender and now race. Fortunately, some sane citizens are willing to teach woke people to get their facts right. Let's check out times when unhinged Wokies got humbled instantly.
Is Perry?
Well, I'm non-binary, so.
Okay. What do you go by?
It's Kai.
How can I refer to you tonight? Kai? Okay. Hey, I'm smelling alcohol.
I know.
How much have you consumed tonight?
Like probably 3 drink.
I need to run you through some tests right now. Stand facing me, please.
But I just want you to know that I also have very bad social anxiety.
You and me both.
Okay.
Okay. Any recent head trauma, traumatic brain injuries, anything I need to know about?
Mental, yes.
Focus on my finger, please.
I am. You're just like trying to intimidate me.
I don't know how I'm trying to do that. This is the test.
As you know, as an indigenous person, and there's a bunch of going around, I'm sorry, but it's just for me to be on my toes.
I get you.
Can you remember that I told you that I'm non-binary?
Yeah, I'll try my hardest. I'll refer to you as Kai, right?
Yes.
This non-binary person gets pulled over after drinking and driving on the wrong side of the road and starts with a whole bunch of crap.
With your arms by your side, just like this, ma'am.
Can you not call me ma'am, please?
I'm trying my hardest.
Okay, well,
Okay.
it means a lot to me.
I'm trying my
I don't
hardest.
feel like a man, so
Okay.
it's kind of triggering.
Right foot in front of your left. Nope, go back.
I'm sorry, but the whole man thing just like...
I apologize. Let's see if we can move forward from it. You have 0 questions?
No, but I just want to tell you that I suffer from really bad anxiety, especially with generational trauma and PTSD around white people and cops. Like, it's just...
I'm going to speak with you right over here, okay?
No.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead and place your hands behind your back.
Don't, dude.
Don't make it hard.
Please.
Don't make it hard.
No,
Don't. You're going to get a resistance.
Dude,
You're going to get a resistance.
don't.
Don't resist.
Don't.
Listen to me. Don't resist.
Don't. You're being
Come
a
here.
white man and
Come here.
don't. I followed all of your like, as an indigenous person, like, you guys. You guys are scaring me.
There's nothing to be afraid of.
Yes, there is. It's called generational trauma.
Okay.
My gosh, she had me at generational trauma. Like what? Who comes up with these things? Honey, he is not being a white man. He is just doing his job.
Yeah.
What is a woman?
What is a woman?
It's your mama.
That's right. Plain and simple.
You that confused? Let me come and watch it. I tell you, it's your mama. It sure ain't your daddy.
That's right. Go ahead.
President Biden joining in on the conversation.
We didn't know what a woman. We didn't know what a woman is.
A woman is your mama.
That's right. Tell about Pastor.
That man is past 80, isn't he? You past 80, right?
I believe so.
You mean to tell me you past 80 and you don't know your mama and your wife
That's right.
is a woman? They keep trying to shove this trash on Africa.
That's
And
right.
African presidents, one by one, is standing up against it.
That's right.
Someone just has to say it. A woman is your wife and your mama, period.
Saying that the Boy Scouts have a standard. You must be a biological boy to be a Boy Scout. You have to be a boy to be a Boy Scout. In the name Boy Scouts.
This shouldn't even be up for debate. Boy Scouts for boys and Girl Guides for girls because there are only 2 genders. Anything else is just ridiculous.
When Kamala wins and when you go into a manic spiral with everything you've worked for crumbles around you, what illicit drugs you gonna overdose on?
So if Trump wins, what are you gonna do to yourself?
I don't know, probably move to the Netherlands. I don't want to deal with them. Can you answer the question though? Snowflake?
I hope that
Answer the
Trump...
question, Snowflake.
I hope Trump wins. Kamala
Answer
might
the
win.
question,
Let me tell you what happens.
coward.
So let me tell you what happens. If Kamala Harris wins, which she might, unlike you, I will not flee my country. I will go back to work the next day if Kamala Harris wins. Unlike you, I will not go to some European socialist nanny state and get out of the way. I will fight harder if Kamala Harris wins. And I am dedicating my life right now to make sure that doesn't happen, to register voters and to chase ballots and to rally the next generation. So unlike you, I'm a participant, and you might be right, Kamala might win. It might be too much, but I'll be able to look my daughter and my son in the eye and say I did everything I possibly could to make sure that this country remained free and prosperous for you guys, and that I gave it all on the line. But
Good
you
luck
might,
with that, buddy. Kamala sweep! Kamala sweep!
He must have felt so stupid after that garbage flew out of his mouth. Also, whose child is this? Looks like no one taught him anything.
Jesus is the one who can bring true freedom into your life. Not just freedom in your nation, but freedom from sin. But freedom from sin. She just faked falling over. Look, he's smiling, he knows it. You just know she faked it.
You're picking the wrong fight, bro.
No, it's not a fight, it's love.
What exactly did you think was going to happen? Please get up before you crack the road.
Why are you following me?
I just want you to stay away from most people.
Who?
From the crowd.
Stay away from the crowd? Yeah. Okay. Well, just stop following me. You're making it an issue. I'm just asking questions. It's not an issue?
No.
Are we cool?
No.
Then it's an issue.
Yeah.
I love friends. I just want to be cool with everyone.
That's cool.
To ask you some questions?
No.
All right. Well, you have a good day. Make out, not war. What does that mean?
It's all love.
It's all love?
It's all love.
Is that what brought you out here?
That, abortion rights.
There are many other speakers coming after me who will speak much more eloquently about this.
I can't hear you. Were you talking to me? Okay.
I just love how they protect members of their cult by literally hindering their First Amendment. Isn't that just so fun and progressive?
Who are running around with fat chicks are ugly dudes. Oof. Most of them. Not some of them.
I don't know. That's not my experience. As also someone who's currently been in Vogue. You can go see my face in Nordstrom's, Ulta Beauty, Morphe brushes.
That's because of
I am like,
that's a political push to politicize a message nobody wants. Like,
say I was an ugly fat girl, which I'm not, and I'm confident in that. Would they still put me in Nordstrom's? Because that's my face.
It's a political agenda.
That's my face. You can't see my body. I'm gorgeous.
It's political.
I'm gorgeous.
They're trying to push a political message.
Push a political message of what? You can't see my body. Waist up and told I'm one of the most beautiful models in the world. I get flown from New York to LA to Canada to everywhere in between. And you think it's because I'm ugly?
No, I think it's because there's a political tool. You're a political tool.
It doesn't matter, but like...
Nothing against you, lady, but be for real. We know what it is. You know what it is. Enjoy it and move on. You get to be in magazines? That's wonderful. Congratulations. They said you are the most beautiful model in the world?
A white man is wearing a woman for Trump and a feminist for Trump when I consider myself a feminist. And
did you just assume my gender? You said white man.
Okay, I see your point there.
How do you know I'm not a woman?
I see your point. I see your point.
You need to check your white privilege, your white female privilege, I think.
You think?
A little bit. I actually identify as a non-binary, gender fluid dragonkin.
Are you trying to make up, are you just trying to be funny now? Or?
Like part dragon, like I can breathe fire, and sometimes I flap my wings and I whoosh into the sky.
At first, I was worried, but later saw what he did right there. This guy is just a clown.
Let's talk about the border. We have brought in 5% of the population of Haiti.
I don't see the issue with that, though. Like,
you don't see the issue with
allowing immigrants into our country. I mean, is that not the foundation of our country?
Illegal immigrants.
Yeah, people seeking refuge for the best country in the world. Isn't that the whole point of your organization? Well, the U.S. is the best country in the world. Shouldn't we be obligated to help people that are suffering?
Yes, America is the best country. Therefore, its citizens should come first, not foreigners. So we have an obligation to our own people.
Yeah, so the pathway to citizenship should become easier.
No, we should deport them all back to their
We should deport
homeland.
them all back to their
All back to their
all
homeland.
the immigrants. Okay,
Well,
we shouldn't
all
make
the
it easier
illegal
for-
foreigners, yes. Go down to Aurora, Colorado, right down the street here. Entire apartment complexes are now being run by Venezuelan gangs. Not to mention, every day an American citizen is being killed. We have a different belief. We have a belief that our founding fathers had, which is if your government does not fulfill its obligation to its own people first, its government is not legitimate. And that's what's happening right now.
Young man, you might as well open up the borders for every single person to come into America. The truth about illegal immigration is that it puts actual citizens and legal immigrants at risk. If they can break the law by coming into the country illegally, then how can we be sure they won't do other illegal things as well?
I was just going to ask if you see the irony in your own propaganda in the Constitution on your brainwash tour. Having the explanations here because you don't believe the reader is smart enough to understand the language is kind of propaganda.
Well, no, see, do you know who that audience is for?
For people who can't read it.
Yeah, that's a Constitution for third graders.
Yeah, why are you handing it out to college students?
Let's test your knowledge. Don't open it up.
Right.
What is the 10th Amendment? Okay, let's get easier. What's the 4th Amendment?
Isn't that the No Quartering Act?
No, that's the 3rd Amendment. How many articles are there in the U.S. Constitution?
There's 8 articles.
7.
7.
What is Article 3 of the U.S. Constitution?
I just want to ask
No,
you a
no,
question.
but I'm just saying, you came here guns a-blazing. Yeah. You do not know more than a 3rd grader about the U.S. Constitution.
If you don't see the article.
Yeah, I actually know it. You should keep it.
The US Constitution is not propaganda. It is obvious that this young man needs that flyer more than he realizes.
What do you think socialism is? Because I think you're misunderstood.
Socialism is what I see, which is the implementation of totalitarian control on the means of the best interest of people under the guise of the failed doctrine of Marx and Engels.
That's wrong.
Just because you say it wrong doesn't make you right.
Just because you say I'm wrong doesn't make you right.
No, it actually does, because everywhere socialism has been implemented, you've seen catastrophic human deaths.
I'll let you know. I'll let you know what socialism is.
Well, what makes you a subject matter expert on the 100 million people that have died?
Are you a subject matter expert on that?
I actually am.
Are you?
Yes.
Do you have a degree in it?
Just because you have a degree doesn't mean you know more than other people.
Do you do research on it?
Plenty, more than you.
So that is a simple and general definition of the concept of socialism. If you have a different opinion about the meaning of socialism, how about you just move to a socialist country so we can all have a good rest from stupid arguments like these?
This is probably gonna sound really selfish, but I would rather have a healthy mother than a healthy baby.
You realize pregnancy isn't like in and of itself unhealthy for the mom. Like her body is made to like go
unless
through that.
you cannot physically carry that child.
Do you?
Like,
What do you mean by that?
Like,
Because if somebody's gone through puberty, they can get pregnant and their body physically can carry a child. If you think that you actually think that you cannot have a child, you shouldn't engage in the act of sex.
Absolutely. I
Just like full
100%.
stop.
Yeah, absolutely. If you know that you cannot raise a baby, you should not be engaging in any sexual activities. Unless you know for a fact, 100%, which is not always, it's not gonna be.
It's not even possible.
It's not possible.
I'm totally with you there.
I agree with you on that. I still do think abortion is murder. No, I still don't think abortion is murder.
Oh no, you can't change your mind now. It's called a digital footprints, lady, and you just got caught. You may fight and hide the truth, but it always finds its way out.
The public sector teacher union is a cartel.
You're saying teachers are paid too
No,
much?
teachers should be paid more and bad teachers should be fired. Under the current way the tenure laws are written and the agreement between the state government of Texas or the state government of Kansas and the public sector teacher unions, bad teachers cannot be fired. It's nearly impossible to fire them.
Who has been in power for the last 50 years in Texas?
Just so you understand your history, Texas became a red state around like 88. So it was mostly Democrats that built these. So it was Lyndon Baines Johnson that was a Democrat. And it's funny. So by the way, so what did he call the Great Society Act since you call him Daddy? He called it he called it the N-word bill. He was a bitter and committed racist.
I know he was a racist, but we still got these things through.
You mean the things that kept Black America permanently poor and kept an entire part of the American population without hope? That's something you're proud of?
I'm not an African American person, so I can't speak on that behalf.
But you can look at data.
I don't think you are either, so I don't know if you can speak
But I
on
mean,
that.
like what data do you have to argue that?
Do you want to bet that she goes around telling people that white supremacists exist and that black Americans are suffering? Which is speaking on their behalf, by the way. Also, if a man had sexualized some woman like that, the ozone layer will literally melt away.
Are men trash?
Cis
Heterosexual men, absolutely, especially white men.
Weren't you just talking about equality?
Oh, absolutely. But we have to have that viewpoint because of how much we've been attacked just by that gender.
But you just said that all straight men are trash. Like, that's a pretty big generalization, don't you think?
It definitely is. It's not necessarily something I'm gonna saying via statistics. I'm saying via experience.
Would it be misogynistic if a man said all women are trash?
Yes. It's the same way as reverse racism.
So in that case, isn't it kind of, misandry for a woman to say that men are trash?
Oh, I wouldn't say so. I mean, yeah.
So are you a misandrist?
Close to, but I'm trying to come out of that.
Am I trash then?
Sure, yeah.
Let's just face it at this point. All modern day feminists are just bitter misandrists. That's all there is to it. Don't badmouth women, but allow women to villainize you. It's only right because a lot of women have had to endure from people who are not you.
It's like international law to accept asylum seekers.
Okay, we don't have to follow international law. We have American law. If international law tells you have to bring in 1 million foreigners, we don't have to follow international law.
Okay.
American law supersedes international law.
What are we losing by bringing more people in?
Wages go down, our social services get overflowed, crime goes up. You lose a common American identity. And that's not a racial thing. When you bring in millions of people that don't share the same American story and they all speak different languages, you're a nation of strangers. You need time for assimilation, and we don't have that. More people speak Spanish than English in the state of California.
I think we should have more people learn Spanish because being bilingual is good mentally. Also, I'm pretty sure there's not much evidence that crime actually goes up and social services are being used a lot.
Hold on. Have you seen what's going on in New York? They're literally overrunning schools because they don't have the social services to fit all the illegals that are coming into the country. You should go down to the border and see it for yourself. It is a mass invasion of 10,000 people a day.
Asylum will be formally moving to the country next to yours during an emergency, going through deserts and seas to a country that is over 10 countries away, and jumping over their border is illegal immigration. Get your terms right first.
How many gender identities are there in nature? How many genders are in a lion?
Oh my goodness.
How many genders do a monkey have? How many genders do a zebra have? How come human beings are the only one with gender fluidity? Only reason why people say they have multiple genders because they have reasoned themselves to align.
Well, no, there's clownfish, there's snails, which are hermaphrodites. Humans have intersectionality.
What's a hermaphrodite?
Something that's male and female.
Okay, so that's 2. You're further making my point.
Right, but
show me something with 3 or 4 or 5 genders.
Hermaphrodite is a type of sex where you have combined chromosomes of male and female.
Of what?
Male and female.
That's 2.
Combined.
Amen. That's 2, and that's my point. There's only 2.
Wokies, there are just 2 genders, male and female. Biology proves it, nature does too. He agrees with it, I agree with it, and I'm sure deep down you do too.
Normalize guys wearing nail polish, crop tops, honestly any clothes they want, dresses, skirts, whatever, pajamas, onesies, comfortable, and wearing makeup.
Well, I mean, not a big fan of guys taking workout videos of themselves, just as a general rule, but that is correct. Normalize guys wearing crop tops? Who wants that? That's how you end up with Dylan Mulvaney.
How about we normalize guys being masculine and not feminine, because that is how they are designed.
Oh no.
I don't know if I was clear the first time when I said it, so I'll be clear again this time. Okay. My gender is and my pronouns are
I mean, okay.
Yikes, this is just plain crazy demonic stuff, and one can tell me otherwise. Just look at this. One thing is clear. This person doesn't need new pronouns. He is either possessed or needs to visit the mental hospital as soon as possible.
Pro-choice always makes sense to me, because I don't like people telling me what to do. And I always just it's your body. Who the f*** am I to tell you what to do with your body? So that always made sense, all right? However, I still think you're killing a baby. See? That's where it gets weird. It's not a baby yet. That would be like if I was making a cake and I poured some batter in a pan and I put it in the oven, and then 5 minutes later you came by and you grabbed the pan, you threw it across the floor, and I went, what the f***, you just ruined my birthday cake? And then you were like, well, that wasn't a cake yet. It's like, well, it would have been. If you didn't do what you just did, it would have been a cake in 50 minutes. Something happened to that cake, you cake murdering son of a
He's the best. Have you seen the routine that he did on the WNBA there? They're always like, there are not enough people at WNBA games. Like, well, f*** you. You're 50% of the population. Get your asses out in the stands.
Exactly. The cake is in the oven. Whether you like it or not, once you get pregnant, it means there is a living, breathing, and moving human inside of you. Would it be fair to get rid of it because you think it is less valuable than your life?
It's not okay to be yourself. If yourself is this, stop being it. Stop it. No one likes yourself. Not in public. No, it's not okay to be yourself in public. Stop it. I hope a shark eats this person. That'd be a great end to that video.
Oh my gosh, is that supposed to be a wolf with the fake tail and all? What in the world makes you think this is okay? How do people even think of this? It is crazy.
I just want to ask you what you as a male, just like would guess you are a male, think you have the right to speak up and tell women what to do with their body?
Are men allowed to have opinions on moral topics?
Yeah, you are, of course, allowed to have opinions, but it's a really controversial opinion to tell a woman what to do with their body. You are a man, and it's not your field-based eye.
So if it's not your DNA, why is it your choice?
Of course, it's my body.
It happens to be temporarily in your body, but is it your being?
Yeah, 100%.
It is? Didn't the woman make a choice to have sex and then she should carry the responsibility that comes with it?
I think there are two people who should carry the responsibility, not only the
Okay, wait, hold on. So then shouldn't a man be able to say, you can't have an abortion without my consent? I thought you said it was just a woman's issue.
A real gotcha moment, and all he had to do was use his own logic against her.
Y'all, everybody keeps asking who that is in my pictures and stuff.
Oh man, this one is so sad.
Like, I'll post these pictures sometimes. Y'all, this is me in 2021, so 3 years ago. That was me.
Wokeness destroys lives. Wow, that's terrible. Oh yeah, don't give me the split snake tongue. That's, oh my God, these people went and got surgeries to die.
This is so sad. Look at how pretty she was before and how monstrous she looks now. The concept of wokeness is an indoctrination that has to be removed from society as soon as possible.
Hi, my name is Erin. I use she, her pronouns, and I am a...
Good cat.
Having a fans does not make you a worker. People have fans and freaking do chef stuff on there.
So what makes you a worker then?
I mean, a worker is really somebody who sells their body.
Like you are.
I'm not having with anybody, so how am I a sex
You don't
worker?
need sex is not a requirement of prostitution.
Pretty sure it is.
Oh, it is. Okay. Well,
sure
let me just make sure I get this right. If you were just to go fondle a guy's gonads, there's no actual sex, would you be a prostitute if he paid you money and you did that?
I don't know. Ask the
You
law.
don't know.
Ask law enforcement, not me.
You don't know by your own standard what a sex worker is, then how do you know you're not one?
No, I'm not one. What?
Quick question. Is being dumb a resume requirement for OnlyFans, or is OnlyFans what makes these people completely foolish? Anyway, she deserves the Best Self-Gaslighter Award of 2024. You, go girl! Do you know who people call an almond mom? What about a Pilates mom? What about a working mom? Well, there's a new one. It's called the OnlyFans mom. Behold, another dummy.
By your definition, I am actually a traditional woman because I have made many sacrifices to still be a stay-at-home mom of my 3 kids and not work outside the home. I figured out a home business that I could do that made enough money with me only working a few hours a week. It's no different than how you made your online courses. Now it's there and all you have to do is promotions, basically. Judge it all you want. That was what worked for me. That was like the supply and demand. I tried to do like the online coaching thing.
I don't think that what we mean when we say traditional lifestyle is your mom stays home because she can also engage in. I don't think that that is traditional. I don't think by anybody's metric that would ever be considered traditional, Desiree. And so the thing is I'm not even trying to beat you up about it. I'm just telling you, like, how would that ever fit a metric? The best and brightest to stay at home and take care of their kids instead of being in a lab, not right. That's not what we're after. Like, maybe the should outsource the child care.
I wonder what would happen when some of her children's classmates discover this revolutionary, traditional yet working mom.
What is a woman?
You're going to ask me that as a way to try to get content from your channel?
What is a woman? A 6-year-old can answer that question.
I can answer that. I don't appreciate
What is a woman?
A woman.
Because I'm curious how you could be in college and can't answer that question. She doesn't know what a woman is.
Woman is a socially constructed category based on biological sex.
So what is that, though? Based on what?
Based on biological biological is XX chromosome versus XY chromosome.
Can an XY chromosome be a woman?
Socially, yes.
Okay, let's pick this dumb duo apart. First, young lady, if you are not interested in making meaningful statements, just go to class and listen to your professor teach you things that you might never need. 101. To the gentleman, if a woman as a gender is based on something as straight as biology, you can't include your social construction. Science once follows 6 steps, and your construction would not make it past step 1, observation.
Oh, 2 quick questions. First one is, do you believe in the First Amendment and freedom of speech? Just because it's critical to the next question.
Well, it's probably leading the questioner, but you bring it on. Yeah, I believe in the First Amendment.
Yeah, I just assumed so. And the second question is, do you believe CRT should be banned in states because of that? Obviously, banning speech is a very risky thing to do.
I know exactly where your question's coming from. Do you think we should teach eugenics in schools?
No.
Okay, so that would be banning speech, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so bad ideas should be banned and not taught to kids.
Quick and easy. The young man was a good sport too. Let's see more of this, please.
You pro-life or are you an abortion abolitionist?
Both. I mean, I would love to see abortion abolished, yeah. So.
What do you mean by both?
Well, being pro-life hopefully means that you're gonna...
like the pro-life group where...
No, the only difference I have with them is they want retroactive prison time for women that had abortions. And I disagree with them.
Okay.
I don't want to misstate their position, but I do believe that's correct.
Why do you think they shouldn't deserve prison time?
Well, I don't believe they deserve prison time.
Yeah, why?
Because it was legal while they did it. Now, I could see an argument for once it's illegal, then you have an abortion. Then I could come to an agreement. But if you do it while it's legal under the books, I think it's immoral to go back and put someone in prison.
But you just take the stance that if you do murder a child through an abortion, that you should receive punishment.
Yeah, I believe in most instances the women are the victims, and I disagree with them on this. The abortionists, the people that call themselves doctors, are the focus of my advocacy. Right. Because they know better.
It's so refreshing to watch people just have conversations, isn't it? Well, that's about to change in just 1 second.
If the only way to ban abortion forever would be to bring back slavery, would you do it?
No.
No?
No. I wouldn't bring back slavery to try to limit murder. No.
Okay.
What kind of outrageous question is that, by the way?
I'm just curious. Just yes or no.
If the only way to limit human suffering is to ban abortion, would you ban abortion?
Say that again. Ask that again.
If the only way to limit human suffering is to ban abortion, would you ban abortion?
No.
It was an honest answer.
Okay.
It was an honest answer.
Yeah.
Okay. I could tell you've thought deeply about this topic.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Great.
Okay? What exactly were you trying to do here? Besides completely annoying us with your chewing, of course.
I was wondering, how do you reconcile your conservative political views?
Into the microphone.
Sorry, yes.
Yeah.
How do you reconcile your conservative political views with the religious values of compassion and your own Jewish faith? And your stance on the Israeli-Palestine war?
I don't see why it's uncompassionate to call for the overthrow of Hamas, a terrorist group in the Gaza Strip, which has been oppressing its people and stealing billions of dollars from its own people. Ismail Haniyeh is living in a 5-star hotel in Qatar while his people are living in absolute misery because of a war that he initiated by killing 1,500 people inside Israel proper and then taking 233 hostages. I don't see why that's non-compassionate. It seems to me that compassion also requires that you obliterate terrorist threats to your own population.
So, in other words, compassion will be to fold your arms and watch someone beat up your family. Is that what compassion is? Will this same compassion be called for if, hypothetically, Russia messes with America? We all know the answer to that one.
That's part of the reason I'm pro-choice, is because I don't think that children being born in certain situations are having very good lives.
So you think it's better for them to be...
Yes, I genuinely do.
So we should just kill all poor people because they're not having a good time.
They're already alive. They're already alive.
Poor people are the only ones having babies, by the way, right now. So you'd be fine with just, the human race dying out.
I mean, I'm going to die someday.
Yes, the problem is that just goes down such an evil. We're like 8 for 8 now when I've asked this question to a feminist, and they're like,
but she's not under any propaganda or brainwashing.
No,
not the death cult that's pushing.
She hasn't even heard
the
of
end
it.
Of the human race.
She hasn't even heard of it.
So because we are all dying someday, you get to choose how fast other people die? First, you want to play God with your body and sexual organs. Now, you want to play God over the lives of other people? Isn't that what serial killers do?
No, is it fun though? It's kind of thrilling.
To enlighten people?
No, to be a troll, to get, you know, to like get reactions out of people.
I enjoy what I do.
You're not gonna trigger me.
No, I already have it. You called me a racist with no evidence, but that's okay.
Well, you asked me if I think you are.
Yeah.
And you're not.
Well, because I'm not.
Whatever. Get over it. Accept it, and then you can move forward. It's a process.
Well, there you have it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do the dirty work for you.
Well, someone did not get their afternoon nap. Someone sounds like he is about to fall onto the grass and start kicking and crying for his mommy.
If they're conservative, you're not having fun.
Why don't conservatives have fun? Now I gotta know.
I think with conservatives, you're just conserving yourself for something that just doesn't make sense. I don't give a f what people say about me.
You're hot though.
I am hot though.
That's the worst kind of service animal right there. The ones who lead you astray and let you walk headfirst into a lamppost. That thing is hot though. Okay, if you say so. Maybe you think conservatives are not having fun because their men are not out on the streets wearing an ugly bikini top, and that makes your misery quite lonely. Just think about that.
Then you rolled in with your hair in the wind, baby, without warning. I was doing alright, but just your side had my heart storming.
Okay, so that's a weatherman on Fox News who felt such a dire need to cover up the cameras because of the Trump flag in the background. What exactly is going on with news stations? Just talk about the rain, sir. Just talk about the rain.
Should trans women be included in feminist conversations? How about in women's spaces?
Yes, they're women. What's the question? Trans women are women.
So I want to come at this from the position of an athlete. Oh, Jesus. So I play semi-pro basketball, semi-pro volleyball. So when it comes to like athletic spaces, I don't think that trans women should be allowed into athletic spaces. Again, we work very hard for the little opportunity there is in the space. We're not as entertaining as the men. Sorry, we're just not. And so it's like you're going to take the little opportunity that we're given. And I'm 6 foot. If I go up against a 6 foot guy and I play basketball with him, he's going to body me. Even if I have years more of training. And so it's like you're taking away the little opportunity that we're given and we all work so hard for, and you're just giving it back to biological guys. It's like this will be the end of women's sports.
Have you tried confidence?
Confidence can't make me bench what a guy benches.
She is confident, and that's why she speaks the truth. Trans women are biological males, and it is not fair to pair biological males with biological females. That's just crazy stuff happening in female sports right there.
So both of you do OnlyFans. How much do you make, Nicolette?
I make a lot.
How much per month?
I think it's like kind of tacky to say like exactly how much money you make.
I mean, it's tacky to be on OnlyFans in the first place, but
shots fired.
I mean, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. That's like bad vibes right there. Like, oh my god.
Disagreement is bad vibes.
But
I mean, you can't really expect much from her. She works for OnlyFans. It's only a matter of time before she gets older and realizes she will not be doing that job forever.
Men do not menstruate. Only women menstruate. Now, you can call yourself whatever you want.
Don't menstruate, but trans men do menstruate.
No,
Same
they
as
don't.
non-binary people.
Only women.
Menstruating is not exclusive
Yes,
to
it
cis
is.
women. No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
So explain to me as to why my body menstruated at
If
some
your
point
chromosomes are XX and you're young, you menstruate. If you're XY, you don't.
Correct, but what about trans men and non-binary? We're
not
excluding
men.
a whole group of people
They're women
that
dressed
menstruate.
as men.
Well, what's a man to you? You define a man for me.
You have chromosomes that are X and Y. That's what a man is.
So why are we just looking at the science of this as an
The
example
science.
when we've learned sex and gender identity are they're completely different things.
They're not completely
They
different
are
things.
completely different.
Completely different words.
Sex is what you're born with, the sexual reproductive organs you have. Gender is what you identify with. They're completely
Well, I don't
different
accept that
things.
distinction. You have to argue for it. You're just giving a conclusion. You're just making it up.
Shouldn't we be worried if trans women are bleeding from down there? Besides, if we aren't looking at the science of things, then what should we be looking at? Feelings. From a community of people with limitless gender expressions? Thanks, but I'll pass.
What about folks who have wombs but are not women, like trans people, genderqueer folks? Why do you keep saying women when this issue affects more than women?
Because there are two genders, male and female.
I am non-binary. I have a friend who is intersex, who is born, who has different chromosomes than you would expect somebody physically to have, because how many people in this room have had a chromosomal test? This issue affects more than women. It affects trans men. It affects genderqueer folks.
Women have wombs.
I am not a woman, and I have a womb.
You are a woman.
I know.
If you have a womb and you call yourself a man, then you are either a liar or you are confused. It's simple biology. A woman has a womb and a man doesn't.
The person who took the banner advertising this event with my face on it and set it on fire on this campus, you shut down the conversation. Do you think that was okay? Do you think it's okay to set banners on fire?
I think people can do whatever the fuck they want to do.
So there's no moral right or wrong?
I think people can do whatever the fuck they want to do. They can have an abortion, they can fuck 5 people in the night, they can come and listen to your speech, and they can still have questions for you.
And you can set banners on fire and that's
People
fine?
can do whatever the fuck they want to do.
So do you believe that there's moral right and wrong?
I can say it one more time for the people outside. I just believe whatever the they want to do.
So she doesn't believe it's right or wrong. That's actually a very scary society because there are rights and there are wrongs. And you can't be like, I can do whatever the I want to do, because that's actually a very, very scary situation. Because if I wanted to go out and murder people or commit an act of genocide, I shouldn't have the right to do whatever the I want to do. Next question.
This is just another typical example of a young person with no brains, no boundaries, no morals, and plenty of rage. Tell me, hon, are your parents proud of you? Yes, you read that right. Vegans are having a funeral ceremony in the meat section of a supermarket. That's exactly what America has come to. These people have nothing to offer society, I'd imagine. No dreams or aspirations to work toward. Their one passion is to be ridiculously annoying.
Not even.
What do you want? You alright?
No, I'm not alright. Eating a poor, helpless chicken.
But like, you're over here wearing a leather jacket.
It's not real.
Okay, it might be real fur, but you're still wearing a leather jacket, aren't you?
The leather jacket is very, very old.
Okay, it doesn't matter.
Of course it matters.
The chicken might have been
I'm a
old.
vegan. I've taken the choice. I have.
Yeah, and he's a vegan as well on a Wednesday. If you don't want to see people eating chicken or whatever, blah, that's fine by you, yeah, but then go away from a KFC. Do you want some?
I said, do not even. It's disgusting. How could you?
How could you?
Oh, it's just not right.
You don't have to agree with it, but then just keep it to yourself. Like, look at them guys there. Are you going to go for them and then stop them as well?
Yes, I am going to go over there.
Imagine being a vegan police officer at a KFC. So many annoying groups in the world, and vegans are definitely in the top 5.
Sir, this is the family zone, and you have a shirt that says, dudes just taste better. I think you should probably not be taken in to be among the kids. I'm not trying to be mean and profile you, but you have it on your shirt. Dudes just taste better, and you're coming to the family zone? For what reason? You want me to follow you all day long to keep you away from kids? Because the police are not going to do that. What's on your fan? What do you got on your fan? You've got a perfect fan, and you pull it out.
Yeah, because you're harassing people. You're disgusting.
I am a white, straight male Christian. I'm not allowed to harass people. You are allowed to harass people.
Oh yeah, I'm not hurting you.
Right, and I'm not hurting you.
You be hateful to other people.
I'm not hurting you or anyone. This is the second time you approached me. I have not approached you yet once.
Try to make sure he was okay because you're harassing him and I reported him.
I just don't want him going down by the children. He's dressed like a I don't want him walking around with the kids.
The original inspiration behind that shirt definitely said boys. Parents are intentionally putting their children in situations where they would encounter these PDF files in the name of propaganda. When these minor lovers do what they do best, I really doubt parents would advocate for their children. Wouldn't want the cult to look bad, now would they?
You need to eat more meat. You're looking a bit washed out and poorly.
I eat plenty of vegan meat.
Vegan meat? That's like saying, I've got loads of nighttime days.
Did God tell you to murder animals?
No, murder is a legal term. You cannot murder an animal. You can kill an animal, but you're using legal terms.
By definition, murder is taking someone's life, whether they're a human.
Life.
Well, non-human animals are someone.
All right. Will you marry a donkey?
No, I'm not interested in that.
All right.
Why
Well,
is
it's not a person then.
No, non-human animals are people.
All right. Thank you. No, I admire your ideology. You're wrong.
Not interested in that? Sounds like you might be interested in your non-human animals.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I can do whatever I want. I mean, I'll end up in jail. I'll end up, wherever I end up. But, it's whatever world you live in.
Is that the way we should design society? Everyone does what's ever right in their own eyes?
I mean, no, because it would be kind of chaos at the end of the day. It comes down to you.
Does it?
Yes, it does. My world. I live in my own world with my things. What I think is good is what I think is good.
You don't understand that's one of the most narcissistic things.
Yes, it is. I'm a narcissist. So what? So what?
What if everyone acted the way you just articulated? What would that world look like?
I have no idea. I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know.
So you probably agree that's a terrible world.
We all know he is not a narcissist, right? He's just some over-pampered snowflake who thinks mental illness makes him cool and edgy. Anyway, someone should get the cops on his tail.
Muslim people are being attacked. It's not really, they try to show as a...
Yeah, we are. We asked that nobody do interviews except for our press liaison.
No, I can interview whoever I like. But why did you say, why is that?
We only want them to interview our press liaison.
No, I think I have freedom of speech. We can talk to any side. If he's okay with it, then I don't think you have any right?
Well, I don't know about rights. I just am asking you not to.
We've already asked the pro-Israel side. We just want to ask the pro-Palestine side. Don't you think we want to hear from both sides?
I
just think as someone whose grandparents have been affected by all of this, I have every right to come out.
Okay. We've been asked to make sure that
Well, I'm sorry, but there's no obligation for me if I can do it or not.
No, it's just we ask that people who are.
That's okay if you ask, but is it okay if we continue? Can I ask if we can continue?
We are instructed not to.
Well, that's fine, but you guys don't have any right with that. So is it okay if we please continue?
You can continue somewhere else.
This is the problem with liberals. They are very sure that they are the least knowledgeable and irrational group in the country. Their members do not get free speech because they are scared of being embarrassed by their limited mindsets. The pro-Palestine guy had something to say. He says his grandparents are in Palestine, unlike you, who's enjoying the Miami sun and picking up filtered news from the internet. Be for real.
Hope you don't mind me asking, but were you born a biological male?
I'm non-binary, so I can be female as a gender, and my sex can...
I know we were told that we can be anything when we were in preschool, but this is definitely not what they meant. You can be female as a gender and male as a sex? Your pronouns depend on the days of the week? So when it's summer dress season, you're a lady, and when winter comes, you're a dude? Wow.
So in a society, you said the patriarchy, right? Right. Would you be willing to give away the benefits that you receive from living in a patriarchal society to make stuff more equal? The benefits as a woman. No. Then you can't talk about the patriarchy. If you're not willing to give up the stuff that you gain from living in the patriarchy,
but we don't live in an alternate society. We're trying to develop the change. We're not there yet.
But for us to get there, you have to give up the stuff that you benefit from.
I don't want to.
So then
that's tough.
Then shut about.
How's that been working out for you?
Feminists give me a migraine, I tell you.
Do not even.
What do you want? You alright?
No, I'm not alright. Eating a poor, helpless chicken.
But you're over here wearing a leather jacket.
It's not real.
Okay, it might not be real fur, but you're still wearing a leather jacket, aren't you?
The leather jacket is very, very old.
Okay, it doesn't matter. The chicken might have been old.
I'm a vegan. I've taken the choice. I have.
Yeah, and he's a vegan as well on a Wednesday. If you don't want to see people eating chicken or whatever, blah, that's fine by you, yeah, but then go away from a KFC. You want some?
I said, do not even. It's disgusting. Could you?
How could you?
Oh, it's just not right.
You don't have to agree with it, but then just keep it to yourself. Look at them guys there. Are you going to go for them and then stop them as well?
Yes, I am going to go over there.
Yup, Grandma comes up in a leather jacket and accuses people of eating meat at KFC. Why can't she just mind her own business? She chose to be vegan and then let others make their own choices as well.
What is a woman?
What is it? That's a stupid question, dude. That's a dumb question.
What is a woman? It's not a trick question. What is a woman?
Who identifies as a woman?
You can't answer the question with the question. Yeah, define the woman without saying woman.
It's a social role.
You're in college, paying for an education. What is a woman?
How about you talk to someone with media training? How about you talk to someone
You don't need media training. It's not a trick. What is a woman? You can't answer the question with the...
What are you talking about?
It's the college kids of America going hundreds of thousands of dollars into debt who think it's a trick question when you ask them what a woman is.
Oh no, it's not the question that's stupid, it's you. A woman is an adult biological female. She is not a social role, a feeling, or a social identity.
You are trying to explain how white privilege doesn't exist.
Correct, it doesn't.
You are a white man, how do you know?
What can a white person do that a black person can't do?
Black applicants to jobs are 50% less likely to get jobs if they have a black sounding name.
That's not even close to being true.
That is a literal...
in fact, it's the opposite.
I'm not going to argue your lived experience. I'm not going to... No.
Now you have to listen to him under your rules because a black person is going to say you're wrong.
I am. He can say I'm wrong. I know.
Come on up to the mic.
I know. I read your.
My name's Keemon Dixon. I have a really black name. Please tell me how 50% of my internships have been denied when I've worked for Senator Mike Lee, Mayor Trent Sachs, Speaker Mike Schultz.
Hold on.
I worked for Congressman Burgess Owens. I've actually worked on his campaign. I've worked on the campaigns of John Huntsman Jr. Please tell me how my black experience and my black name has not given me Go ahead.
So...
Last I checked, qualifications are a major deal in job applications and nobody cares about the color of your skin. The question is, are you good enough for the job or not?
The women in this country still make 77 cents on the dollar for what men make. So if women don't make less than men?
Actually, if you start looking at the numbers, Rachel, there are lots of reasons for that.
Wait. Well, don't tell me the reasons are. Do women make less than men for doing the same work?
No, because...
Wow!
Well,
okay,
well, for example, men work an average of 44 hours a week, women work 41 hours a week. Men go into professions like engineering, science, and math that earn more. Women want more flexible
professions. Listen, this is not a math is hard
No, yes it is, actually.
No, it isn't.
Well, you have to
listen.
Look.
All right, let Rachel frame it, though, the way
Rachel, right now, women are making 77 cents on the dollar for what men are making.
But that's not true. If so,
all right, let Rachel make her point.
Every greedy businessman in America would hire only women, save 25%.
Come on, guys, it's simple logic. If women work for fewer hours than men on average, shouldn't they earn less than men?
This is the neighborhood, and you are not welcome.
That's why I need to be here. You need Jesus, ma'am. He can save you. He can give you a new heart. God can give you a new heart so that you love what God loves. No, that's irrational.
Gayborhood? Is that even an actual word? Why does grammar always have to evolve with LGBTQIA+? It's just ridiculous.
Do you think that having agreed upon objective reality on age is important?
Yeah, but that's not within the concept of gender.
Why does reality stop when gender gets discussed?
Because I'm not thinking about people of different ages.
Why not?
No, this is more about gender.
Well, no, hold on.
Well, but I have a limit
but gender is where does that limit come from, and why do you believe in the limit for age but not for biology?
Because I feel that gender is an aspect of somebody they can believe. I don't believe that age falls into that.
You're saying, though, that gender is a personal feeling or belief that somebody has about their existence, regardless.
Yes, within gender, there's some things that they don't, like being an animal or being 90.
Right, but the moral premise of that is that your biology, your chromosomes, do not dictate your reality.
When will this whole horror series end? It's starting to get incredibly embarrassing. One day, we are going to have to say that we were here when all this insanity happened.
a ladylike thing to do?
It's not necessarily ladylike, but it is highly rewarded.
Yeah, it's highly rewarded. So is being a person who works on an oil rig highly rewarded. Or hang on, let me finish now. I just let you go through your whole spiel. Just like working at the world's deadliest catch. You don't see any women doing any of these or working as an ice trucker.
Yeah.
Here's why. Here's what's so interesting to your argument. He is not ladylike in any way, shape, or form. So your argument of, wait a second, they're told that X thing is not ladylike. It seems that women will ignore this isn't ladylike if it leads to a lot of money. If it leads to a bunch of money, suddenly it's not ladylike, we can put a big fucking X through it. So if we can put a big X through, doesn't seem very ladylike because we will compensate for that with money. Why the wouldn't they go do that with other jobs? Is it because they can't?
No,
just say, Andrew, they can't.
Okay, let me take you to the beginning of this train wreck. The Corn Star said the reason why women do not do manual jobs is because those jobs are not very ladylike. And she quickly got fact-checked with her passion, prostitution. That's all. Just admit it. You don't want to work in oil rigs because you can't.
What have I lied about?
Like everything you said.
Name one thing I lied about.
Everything.
Name one.
Everything.
Name one.
All of them.
Name one.
No.
You can't, can you?
You say there's no such thing as white privilege. Thank you.
There is no such thing as white privilege. It's racist and a lie. Asian Americans are the richest people in America per race.
Okay.
Do you believe in Asian American privilege?
I believe that there are a few people of certain races who have gotten very, very wealthy based on trade. I also believe that as a white man, I historically have an advantage over people who are of a color that is not my skin.
Did we treat Asian Americans well in the 1940s and 50s?
We sure didn't.
So then how did they overcome that?
They overcame that through
Were they privileged?
having to work harder than white people.
Oh, so they worked harder and they were rewarded for it 60 years later.
Okay, if we agree that a group of people did work harder, why is it different for another group? Maybe, just maybe, you have indirectly assured them that they will get everything on a platter. And guess what? It's not really going to work. College will be over. In the real world, what you can do is what matters, not what shade of wheat you are.
What happens in California if you murder a pregnant woman?
What?
What do you get charged with if you murder a pregnant woman in California?
I'm not even sure what you're talking about.
It's called a double homicide. That baby's still in the stomach, so wouldn't abortion be murder at that point?
I don't even know what you're talking about, honestly, man. I think you're just going.
There was a time where grandpas are the ones to look to for wisdom. Welcome to 2024. Where foolishness is so evenly spread, gray-haired men are supporting the killing of babies, but they pretend to not know what a double homicide is.
What is a woman?
I think a woman is somebody who identifies as a woman.
Got it. So that's not a definition. That's like saying a table is something that identifies as a table. Give me an objective definition.
If I decided right now that I wanted to identify as a woman, I would be a woman.
Okay, but that doesn't answer the question.
I know, but right now I'm a man, right? So if that happened right now, I would be a woman.
So
once a person makes the decision to identify as a woman,
got it. No,
they're a woman.
That's a separate issue. What is a woman?
That's the definition.
No, I know, but you have to tell me what.
A person who identifies themselves as a woman.
But you have how do you know that they are that thing? It's called circular reasoning. You have to give me a actual definition.
I don't have to. I did give you a definition.
No. You said that a woman is something that thinks they're a woman. That doesn't give me a definition.
Can someone tell this kid that was not an actual definition? You are not a woman just because you feel like it. If that happens to be the case, then how does one know that what he is feeling is woman?
You come here to our campuses, you make an ass out of us with your f***ing clever editing. It's honestly pathetic. You're f***ing bothering us day to day. It's pathetic, dude.
Why are you wearing a mask?
Because I don't. Facial identification, like that. Who cares?
So you're afraid of people finding out who you are?
I don't. It's not.
We have a word for that. You know what that is?
This is your platform. I encourage everybody to just make fun of him. Charlie, should I be celibate? Should I be celibate?
Dude, for a guy wearing a mask,
celibate?
I would be really careful about throwing around jokes to other people.
Someone has to say the truth about these things, and thankfully Charlie Kirk's doing a great job at it. Besides, you can choose not to completely ignore him, you know.
Men are providers, so go do that job. Go learn a trade. Go do something.
Well, you said that that's all they're good for.
Yeah.
And what are you good for?
A lot of things.
Like?
I'm funny. I'm smart.
You haven't demonstrated that yet.
Okay, well, that's your opinion. I'm a musician. I dance.
You dance?
The list goes on and on.
What a great quality. You can dance. What do you bring to the table, though?
What do I bring to the table? I'm smart. I'm funny. I'm attractive. I have talent.
I don't know if men are so useless that their only job is to be providing for you. It sounds like you're just a typified eater. Like, I don't know what you're really bringing to the table. You're just kind of consuming resources, right?
I mean, if you want to hear the answer that I could be domesticated and I can cook and clean and do all that, I can.
No, that's not what I'm asking. What I'm asking is what of value are you bringing to society?
By being me.
By being you. I'm enough.
I am enough.
Okay.
This woman is a perfect example of how modern feminism is a joke.
I would say it's my responsibility. I would feel it's my responsibility to offer to adopt that child.
If your son was in middle school and got a 13-year-old girl pregnant, you would want that girl to have to go through the trauma of giving birth as a 13-year-old girl?
I would say, first of all, no one wants a 13-year-old to be pregnant. I think. Do you think that having an abortion simply wipes it all away? That gets rid of the sexual assault? That cures the pain she endured?
That's just argument apply to the 13-year-old situation then? So if that's not a consenting adult, if like the person who is pregnant.
You can't consent if you're a minor, you can't consent to anything.
So if you're a minor, should you be able to have an abortion without your parents' consent?
Yes.
You just said you're a minor, you can't consent to anything. And I said, if you're a minor, can you consent to having an abortion? And you just said yes. Do you understand?
It's prepared to have a child.
I agree.
So
no
if they
13-year-old
get
is prepared to
pregnant
be
by
a
rape, by
parent.
consent, whatever, they should be able to have an abortion as a 13-year-old.
No one is saying in the pro-life movement that a girl who is sexually assaulted, no one is saying that she should become a parent. We know it's human because it has human parents. The law of biogenesis says like begets like. Like, I can't make a koala bear no matter how many times I have sex with my husband. No matter what position I'm having sex in, I can only make a human being. And we know that human being is alive because it's growing. The cells are rapidly multiplying. And what's really fascinating is that human being is self-directed. It tells itself how to develop.
Like, yes, the cells are alive, but that doesn't mean it is alive. Like, it doesn't have personhood. Does that make sense?
Okay, that is exactly what the argument. So now, when do you get personhood?
When you can viably exist outside of the womb without depending on the person whose body you're in.
So here's the truth, a 13-year-old aborting her baby will not solve the issue of the pain she experienced from a sexual assault or trauma. Let's not forget that regardless of what may have happened, the completely innocent one is the baby in the womb.
It's like the tomboy idea that a girl can feel and have these more masculine doesn't mean she's not a girl. There's a spectrum, but there's two definitive parts to the spectrum.
So then would me being born male, biologically male, would you say I'm 100% male?
Well, you made the transition, so you didn't feel like a male.
But you were physically born as a male.
But then would you say I'm 100% female?
I will be honest and say I feel I use the chromosome, but I would say you are under 100% a male. I wouldn't say that. That would just be my belief.
Wow! Somebody finally said it to their face. I am so proud of you, brave stranger. Good for you.
I'm a parent, I have 2 children, and I am against everything that is going on in the school system right now. In my kid's school, there is a teacher that identifies as a cat and requested a litter box to the school. How come parents are not informed what's going on within their schools, right? They're there 8 hours a day. They basically live at school and visit home. Why is it that as a parent, I don't have a right towards my children anymore?
A cat is teaching classes now? A cat. What kind of knowledge can they transfer to students? The 9 life theory? The science of scratching?
It's clearly unjust what the IDF has been doing to the Palestinians because there's a vast disparity between the number of Palestinians being killed and the number of Israelis.
I mean, I would certainly hope that Israel is killing more Hamas
This isn't
members.
a conflict. This isn't a conflict. This is one-sided ethnic cleansing.
So, again, I'm just asking you, if based on the numbers, more Germans died than Brits in World War II, did that mean that the British were wrong in World War II? Because they did. Many more Germans died than Brits. Based on the numbers, does that mean that Britain was wrong in World War II?
Britain wasn't bombing civilians. There's a clear difference.
You should talk to the people in Dresden, but you can't because they're dead.
The depth to which the hypocrisy of people runs is really scary. None of these people will have picked up a banner if Hamas was winning a war they started. You don't care about the amount of lives getting lost, you care about the amount of lives lost on your preferred side of the conflict. Again, people, remember to have your own mind. Yes, pick a side if you want, but with important issues like these, you need to do that yourself. We have complex brains for a reason.
Winston Churchill was told by the Americans, don't bomb German cities, Hamburg, Dresden, etc. at night. You can't see what you're bombing. Do what we Americans have, which is precision daytime bombing. And Churchill said, no, my pilots are more important. We need the RAF.
All right.
And he flattened German cities. And he is considered today the greatest British statesman
And by
of the
the way,
20th century.
by the way, the flattening of cities like Dresden was widely condemned at the time, including by many people in Britain, and led to the establishment of the Geneva
Well,
Convention.
Dresden was only Dresden was the last month of the war, but before that, Hamburg and everything else was not condemned.
It led to the establishment of the Geneva Convention after World War II, specifically to stop that kind of thing happening again. So I'm glad you raised that example.
Do you condemn Winston Churchill as a war criminal for Dresden?
No,
Yes or
absolutely not. No.
Why not? You just said that it was wrong.
Let me be clear. Winston Churchill was not a war criminal, right? But some of the ways that
Why not? He bombed Dresden and killed 25,000 people.
Yeah, he also saved the world from Adolf Hitler and the Nazis.
Oh, he saved the world.
See what I mean? It's cool when other people do it. They are praised and decorated. But when a person you don't like does it, they are animals, responsible for genocides and should be wiped out.
What is a woman?
Oh, no, we're not the people.
A woman is a person who identifies as a woman.
So a woman is a typology created to separate between two either genders or sexes.
A woman is a person that calls herself a woman.
If you're able to have kids, you're a woman. And if you identify as one, then that's cool too.
A woman can be simply as if someone defines themselves as a woman, you know, I feel in my head I am a woman, bodily I'm a woman.
You really don't know. I'm gay, man. I think if you need a definition, it's not going to serve you well anyway.
I think people should be able to choose.
It could have many definitions, I don't know.
It's more of an individual thing than it is a overall dictionary definition.
A person born with the XX chromosome.
It's that simple.
Is it Halloween already? Or is there a new Joker holiday I'm unaware of?
I believe in reparations for people who are
So
in a
I, white man, have to play for black people. Why?
That's a really selfish thing you
No,
said.
hold on. Why should I have...
That's a really non-empathetic thing to say.
Wait, why should I have empathy for a race? How is it the white man's fault that black men started to abandon the women?
It's a bigger problem.
No, blacks need to take responsibility for the women that they impregnate. America got less racist and the blacks got poorer because we started to subsidize single motherhood and pandering to blacks saying, you do not need to stay around with the women you impregnate.
So you feel like us as a society has pandered?
Of course we pandered to blacks. They're in every TV commercial. They get more privileges to come into society. They come into every college on preferential with lower test scores. You can't ever say anything negative, and yet we have to hear about how racist we are. How about you take responsibility for your own actions instead of blaming the white man?
I have to say, sir, you are a very good shock debater.
A shock debater is someone who expresses opinions that are likely to shock or offend people. Okay, what do you call a person without a single sensible thought who throws terms everywhere? Somebody call this officer's station, call the White House, call everybody. He needs a raise.
How many genders are there?
I feel like there's two, because like transgender.
Stop.
Don't say that on camera. Yeah, but I feel like you either switch from a boy to a girl.
No,
like
stop,
you can
stop,
switch
stop,
back and forth.
Stop. I feel like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Whatever.
Will you let the girl speak? What are you? Her publicist or something?
But like say abortion, like I'd say I'm moderate.
Okay, so
because
you,
I believe
in human choice.
Yeah, well, generally, like I don't believe in my body, my choice, generally speaking, but it depends.
Okay, can I
depends on each individual.
Can I have the right to eat a steak?
You have the right to eat a steak? No, because that involves the suffering of an animal, of an innocent life.
And the American left wonders why they're losing young men. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it very much. Thank you.
No, but okay.
Thank you. That was really something, guys, wasn't it? Keep steak legal will be my new t-shirt, right? Right, Mitchell?
Well, our animal mommy is back, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, he has something stupid to say. Are you shocked?
Gender studies is a pre-law track. If
Got
you're
it.
going to be a lawyer, you have to study gender studies and other social
That proves
cultural
my
studies.
point that college is a scam.
Why?
Why would a lawyer need to study gender studies? Shouldn't a lawyer
it's
know the law?
It's a social science. The law. You think the law isn't inadvertently affected by social, cultural, and gender norms?
Of course it is, but shouldn't they first know the Bill of Rights, the Constitution, the Federalist Papers?
We learned that in high school.
Who wrote the Constitution?
Founding fathers, 1778. I don't know.
It wasn't 1778.
I don't know.
Close, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't know?
No.
Okay, well, this is the point, is that you don't learn it in high school. You don't even learn it in undergraduate. And I didn't go to college, and you're paying to go to college.
Potential lawyers need to sit in a class and be taught what men and women are? Well, we might all need to stay on the right side of the law, because the next wave of lawyers are definitely activists who will lose every case in a courtroom.
You come here to our campuses, you make an ass out of us with your f***ing clever editing. It's honestly pathetic. You're f***ing bothering us day to day. It's pathetic, dude.
Why are you wearing a mask?
Because facial identification, shit like that. Who cares?
So you're afraid of people finding out who you are?
I don't, just, it's not.
We have a word for that. You know what that is?
Dude, this is your platform. I encourage everybody to just make fun of him. Charlie, should I be celibate? Should I be celibate?
Dude, for a guy wearing a
Should I be
mask,
celibate?
I would be really careful about throwing a...
No one cares what you do, you dumpling. With that mask around your face, celibacy can't be hard.
Right. Is that not a punishment?
Yeah. Well, you take a picture of it?
Yeah.
Or with it?
Yeah.
But don't run off with it, because that would be uncool. I'm gonna trust you. All right, don't run off with it. Okay. All right. You just in just like 2 seconds, you proved that you're an untrustworthy person. All right. Yeah. Go ahead and get a picture. Make sure to take. This is a picture of an abortion at 11 weeks.
Okay. Oh, there's two.
Yeah. There you go. But don't run off with it, okay? All right. All right. I'm a big guy, but I'm trying not to be scary. Let me just grab that back from you. Thank you. Okay. I had a little bit of an open mind exchange there with someone who wanted to...
Girl, please grow up. There's nothing funny going on, and you are not being quirky by stealing.
Many people ask me, how do you use they, them pronouns for a singular person? Well, it's really easy. All you have to do is use it the same way that you would talk about a group of people. So, for example, I, Addison, use they, them pronouns. In that case, you talk about me like this. I know Addison. They are amazing. Now, a fun fact about they, them pronouns is that they've been used in a singular context for centuries. Even going back to Shakespearean times, there's actual documentation and literature using they and them in singular contexts. Our language is constantly changing and adapting. We're evolving to find new terms and language to self-identify. So get with the times. Don't be an asshole.
I just sometimes think that we have to hit the reset button on humanity and start over. I also have this strange urge to meet everyone's parents. Like, I just want to know who raised him. Are they? Who raised them?
It's true. Someone has got to ask, who raised these people? How did the rainbow community even come up with stuff like this? Isn't it amusing?
It's kind of like what Cher said, if that makes any sense. It's like, I love men. Like, I think men are the coolest, but I don't need them to survive. Yeah. But I love men.
I have to come in on this. You do actually need men to survive. And here's why. Everything that you see around you was built and created and maintained by men. Okay. Everything. The infrastructure in this country, in every single country in the world, is built, created, and maintained by good, honest, hardworking men that just want to provide for their family.
Okay.
Everything, the roads you drive on, the buildings you live in, the restaurant, everything.
The dirty work.
If all men were to disappear, it would be chaos.
It's simple. Women need men and men need women. No one can survive without the other because we both have different roles.
How much would you pay to fuck both of us?
How much would I pay to have with both of you?
Yeah.
Individually or at the same time?
At the same time.
I wouldn't do that. I have a lovely girlfriend. Oh, you walking away?
What if you didn't have a girlfriend?
If I didn't have a girlfriend, I probably wouldn't pay any amount of money.
But then we wouldn't fuck you.
Yeah, that's okay. What movie do you wish was porn? Yeah.
Poseidon.
Poseidon? Is that a movie?
Yeah.
I've never seen Poseidon. Is this
educated.
I'm not educated? Oh, I'm sorry. You just asked me how much I would pay to you, and you're like, you need to read.
Can someone please tell me what happened to self-respect? Did it go on a holiday or something? When will it return? Because these two ladies seem to need a lot of it.
And said, Chase, would you rather smash the hottest trans woman in the world or the oldest woman in the world? Honestly, bro, the oldest woman in the world, because then I wouldn't be gay. Are you like,
Chase, how dare you be transphobic?
Yes, actually, what the f do you mean?
because if I had sex with a trans woman, I'd be having sex with a biological man, and I don't want to do that. Because I'd be gay if I had sex with a biological man.
That's not gay.
That's
And
gay.
I don't even catch up the f actually.
Honey, pronouns do not define your identity. You already got one at birth, and it doesn't matter if a person claims to be Z, she, they, our, he, or non-binary. If he was born as a biological male, then he is a man. And if she was born as a biological female, then she is a woman.
So does the wage gap exist?
I just think you're brainwashed. Something.
You think I'm brainwashed?
I think that there is a lot of expectations for women to behave a certain way.
Are there not expectations for men to behave a certain way too?
Yes, there are.
I would almost argue it's easier to start a business in America as a woman. You have preferential treatment when it comes to loans, preferential hiring processes. Literally just because you're a woman, women are the majority of college graduates. Life being a woman, I feel like in some ways kind of life on easy mode if you play into the corporate structure. They literally have empowerment programs that they don't allow men, let alone straight white men in. There's literally a multi-billion-dollar corporate push to empower women. You know, you think I'm brainwashed, you can think that, but you also espouse an ideology that you can't even give me literally one example why you actually believe it, let alone define it, but you just slap that label on because that's what mainstream society has told you to believe. So I think you're actually the one who's brainwashed.
I'm brainwashed. Girl, you are so based.
Thank you.
Thankfully, we all know the person who is actually brainwashed.
No one has a right to go to anybody else's country. You are invited. It is a privilege, not a right, to come into America.
So it's a privilege to live a life that requires you to have clean water, clean food, clean air.
Yes, of course it is.
And you have to fight for that?
Yes, it is not.
But we didn't?
Hold on a sec. Well,
born here,
hold
we
on a
didn't
second.
fight for that?
Well, my ancestors did fight for that, actually, and I'm a very thankful recipient of many generations of Americans that fought for the greatest nation ever to
By
exist.
doing what? Coming here?
Well,
illegally?
Wait, what did my ancestors do?
Came here
They
illegally.
came over here in 1620, fought in the Revolutionary War, fought in the Civil War, fought in World
So
War I.
because my grandpa
fought in
didn't
World
come
War
here in
II.
1620, it gives him no right to
Well,
have a good
no,
life?
he can fill out paperwork and wait in line, like the rest of the world. And then we can see whether or not it's in our best interest to allow him to come in. And so we have to weigh costs and benefits. I'm not saying we should have no immigrants, but immigration must be a net benefit for the
So, how is it Charlie's fault that your ancestors did not settle here? Are we blaming ancestors now? Everyone was fighting for land and homes at the time. The winners took the loot. Grow up.
Where would you say you get most of your information about American politics from?
CNN, Washington Post, a little bit of TikTok.
Yay! We are getting important information about our country from a kiddies dance app. Such an evolution.
Push back on that. Abortion is not healthcare. Healthcare preserves life, it protects it. It doesn't take it away, it doesn't eliminate it.
What about the woman's life?
But when you exterminate a child, that is doing harm.
Oh, but it's
That
not
is
always a
healthcare.
child, right? So it's a discussion when it becomes a child or not. That's not a gray area. That's not a line.
It is actually scientifically proven. It is a separate
So we're
strain
talking
of
about science
DNA
or law?
at conception. If you ask any doctor,
But if you took that clump of cells out, would it survive?
it's not a
Well,
clump
we
of
are all
cells.
a
That's why you
clump of
call it a
cells.
termination. Scientifically, it is a life at birth, and scientifically,
birth.
it is I'm
Did
sorry,
you
at
just hear?
conception. At conception,
It is a life, but it is not a human.
It is a life, but it is not a human. Oh wow, people are just out here birthing dragon eggs. Someone must have watched too much Game of Thrones.
No, I'm saying that is wrong.
All right.
I am saying that is wrong.
Listen, here's what I'm saying.
No, I don't want to.
I'm gonna bet you $50 that she did not do what you said she did.
I'm not even.
You can take it home or throw it away or whatever you want to.
Waved it in my face. No.
Nobody jumps in anyone's way.
The one in the green. The one on this side.
What did they do?
She waved it in my face.
Like what? Here, show me.
See the flyer? Here, dear. Sick. I don't want that shit.
It is sick.
It is sick. It is sick.
I'm just saying this is how confident I am, okay? We filmed the whole thing. All right, I'm trying. I may have some money in my pocket. Okay, I do.
I don't want your money.
No,
That's
listen.
Oh wow, the person who thinks abortion is not murder and that unborn babies are not worth living is also a liar. Shocker.
You're seeing women that are getting hurt competing against trans athletes. You saw that? Yeah, she sustained brain damage after getting hit in the face with a volleyball by a trans athlete. A rugby player who was pulled out after injuring 3 females. What's your reaction to that?
I can't say anything. I don't know.
Will you sign my petition to keep men out of women's sports?
No.
No.
I don't think so. No.
No, I don't think so either.
Before I asked if you think that women should have their own safe space, and you said yes. Do you think that it's keeping women safe space by allowing biological men to be in their spaces and compete against them?
Women are too scared to fight for women now. Does someone have a time machine? We need to go back in time to set things straight. It keeps getting worse.
Well, by the way, you tried fighting my brother's girlfriend's dad just a few minutes ago.
I tried fighting? I didn't try fighting anybody. It's all on camera. I didn't fight anybody.
You tried.
I did not try. No. How did I try to fight somebody? How?
I don't know.
Is that what someone told you?
That's what she said.
Okay, well.
Are you saying she lied?
Yeah, well, she is not. That is not the truth. So I don't know. Did she see that?
It's really not because they video.
Did she personally see it, or is that hearsay from hearsay?
What she said about the babies.
She saw. Well, it's not true. I mean, we can rewind the tape.
Thank you, Jesus.
This TikTok generation just keeps doing foolish things, don't they? Go home, sweetheart. You are making a fool of yourself.
Can we compare OnlyFans real quickly?
Wait, no. Stay away from me.
Do these people not have family members who use the internet? Have some self-respect. Please stop.
You have no right to come to a high school.
Yes.
This is a high school. What made you think it was okay to come here?
Do you think the kids are too fragile?
No, I'm not saying that it was wrong. I'm trying to go get lunch and you're in front of here.
Do you think the kids are too stupid to think about it?
No, they have a right to make a choice, but you making that choice for them is wrong and you should stand up to that.
How am I making the choice for them?
Traumatizing that poster is.
Do you see what your poster says?
Yes, I believe it's true. I believe that making a choice to terminate a human being in your womb is choosing with malice aforethought.
Turn that around though.
Yep.
Your body, the body inside you is not your body, but I made that, say if I was pregnant and I made that choice to have that child, that okay, I understand that, but if I didn't want that baby, it's my baby inside my body.
That's why I'm saying it is a choice. It is a choice. It is inside your body.
Yes, it is.
But did you know that all children, all human beings?
End up with no parents. Some kids end up with no fucking.
Should we just kill the?
First of all, is dressing in pajamas the new trend in high school these days? Secondly, if teenagers have already been indoctrinated to feel no remorse towards murder, the world is a scary place. That's enough for today. There's a lot to process, like comment, subscribe, and turn your notifications on. And most of all, stay unwoke. Okay, bye and see you in the next one.